Hey, hello guys, welcome, vanakkam, vandanam, namaskaram. Today we are going to see cortical reactions, okay, from that part 2, okay, part 2 of human reproduction. From that, in last video we have ended with cortical reaction like this much, okay, till this much, and then now we are going to see the remaining part. Actually, what happened is, in the last video I was thinking to film the complete one shot of this human reproduction, but what happened is my phone has got switched off. Then after charging it again, I'm taking it, but I won't edit because if I have to merge those two videos, that means that video and this video that you are actually at present watching, then it'll be taking a large amount of time, because to merge, it'll be taking a large amount of time. So I don't think that much I can wait. Okay, so we are here. Okay, so what is cortical reaction? Cortical reaction is a reaction which is done by the ovum, okay, so that none other any other, okay, more than one sperm will not enter, okay, more than one sperm will not enter into its area, into its boundary, okay. So what happens is, actually, see, this is full of depolarization process, okay. See, actually, for cortical reaction, calcium 2 plus concentration should be very high, okay, calcium 2 plus concentration should be very high. Then if you are actually seeing calcium 2 plus now, then you have to make your brain, or you have to remember, or you have to get to your brain that it is based on depolarization. Calcium 2 plus means it is based on depolarization. Also Mg2 plus also means that Mg2 plus, more than that, calcium 2 plus plays a very vital role, okay. And also it should be in optimum temperature. All those things as we have seen in the acrosomal reaction itself, okay. Three types are hyaluronidase, okay, then zonalizin, then perivitaline. Here we have seen, right, where is it, then corona radiata, yeah, corona radiata, but the name is actually corona penetrating enzyme, yeah, but the name is actually corona penetrating membrane. Sorry, corona penetrating reaction, okay. So here you can see that okay, so here you can see that cortical granules, actually, if this is what the ovum is, okay, inside this ovum there will be granules, okay, there will be actually cortical granules will be there, and these granules will be present in the cytoplasm beneath the membrane, which is plasma membrane or the vitelline membrane, okay, plasma membrane or the vitelline membrane. Okay, so what will happen is, when the sperm enters, okay, when the sperm enters, all these these granules along with this plasma membrane, they will be combining, okay, they will be combining, and then they will be making cortical enzymes. They will be making cortical enzymes. Here it will be full of cortical enzymes, okay, and this cortical enzyme will be filled in the space called as perivitelline space, okay, it will be filled in a space called as perivitelline space. The space is perivitelline space. It is the space that is present between the zona pellucida and then vitelline membrane. Everything I have discussed in the last video itself. Okay, so because of this, monospermy is happening and polyspermy is not happening. Okay, because of this, monospermy is happening and then polyspermy is not happening. Okay, now next is we are going to see about what are the events that are happening. Okay, what are the events that are happening? See, here the sperm is being fused. Yeah, see, you can see that here sperm is being fused with the ovum. Okay, I know it's very blurry image. I'm so sorry. Even for me, it's very blurry, in a very blurred way only. Okay, so here sperm is being fused with the ovum. Then here you can see that cleavage starts to happen. Here is the 2-celled, then here is the 4-celled, then here is the what is this, 8-celled. So it's all going, and here you can see that here it is in the blastula. Here it is in the blastula. Here it is in the blastula stage. So it's just going. Okay, so see, actually, what did I say? I said to you all that blastula. Okay, here it is in the blastocyst, na? Yeah. Okay, so blastula will be formed around in the 5th day. Okay, in the 5th day. 4 4 to 5. Okay, 4 to 5. Actually, it's all approximate data only. 4 to 5. Gastrula will be formed in the date of 6 to 9. Yeah, in the date of 6 to 9. 6 to 9 it will be formed. Gastrula. Okay, so in this time, in this gastrula, see, in this blastula only implantation will be happening. After implantation, placentation is very important. Placentation. So after placentation only this gastrula, okay, gastrulation will be happening. Okay, see, this process is there, right? This process. Here, and also one more thing I have to say, that you can see that this is the endometrial lining. This is the endometrial lining. This is the neometrium lining. Okay, neometrial lining. This is the perimetrial lining. Okay, this outer layer is the perimetrial lining. You can see that myometrial and perimetrial lining are just like tissues. Okay, just like folded tissues. Okay, just like skin, like that. But endometrial lining is not like that. There are gaps is there, and then also you can see that. Okay, actually still a little bit more inside. You can see this total thing as endometrial. Okay, endometrial lining. This itself indicates, okay, the structure itself indicates that endometrium will be going out every month. Okay, be wiped out every month. Okay, this one indicates that endometrium will be wiped out every month. Okay, and as I said, that placenta is actually for placental creation. For placenta, very important thing is going to be progesterone. Okay, progesterone, which is secreted by the corpuscles. Not corpuscles, sorry, what are they? Regressing follicular, no, what is that? Germinal epithelium, wait, oh, I forgot the name. Great, very good. Graphian follicle. So Graphian follicle will be converted into corpus luteum. Yeah, corpus luteum. Corpus luteum. Okay, corpus luteum. Okay. Okay, so this is what something that will be forming progesterone. It will be producing progesterone and estrogen. Estrogen will be produced by the follicles. This will be actually helping in the endometrial lining, okay, in the endometrial development. This will be also helpful in the endometrial development, okay, endometrial, okay, and in this will be responsible for the secondary sexual characters. In the secondary sexual characters. Okay, you check here, this is the place where placentation happens. From the 6th day to 9th day generally it happens. Okay, from the 6th day to 9th day generally it happens. Okay, see, the total journey starts in the 3rd day. Okay, 3rd day to 5th day is the where blastula is formed. Okay, is the place where, sorry, 4th day, everything starts in the 4th day. Okay, perfect square number, smallest perfect square. 1 also is there, 0 is also there, but okay, 4 you take, 4 to 5, this is the place where blastula is formed. Then after that, from 6 to 9, okay, 6 to 9 you can take what, from implantation is formed, is done. The implantation is 6 to 9. Then if I said that implantation, see, actually here this is implantation is the thing that is being happening. Okay, not the gastrulation. Gastrulation will be happening in the 2nd week. The 2nd week only gastrula will be formed. Okay, and hereby only blastula formed. Only blastula. Okay. I hope. Okay. So coming to placenta itself. Placenta will be forming some important vital hormones. Okay, placenta. Okay. Wait, I'll first write whatever I said. First is blastula, then implantation, Then after that, blastula, implantation, gastrula, then placentation. Wait, placentation. Then after only gastrula will be found. Okay, placentation, then gastrula. Okay, you check here. So blastula will be formed in the on the 4th to 5th day. Okay, on the 4th to 5th day. Okay, then placentation will be on 6th to 9th day. Okay, on 6th to 9th day. Implantation, yeah, 6th to 9th day. Then gastrula will be happening on 2nd week. Okay, 2nd week. In between this time only placentation will be happening. Placentation is where, okay, placenta being formed. Okay, formation of placenta. Placenta. Oh, I love my handwriting now. Yara Suni Vastanga. Oh, Sami. Placenta. Handwriting went. Placenta. Now I hate it. Okay, so placenta. Where this placenta will be formed, as I said, that this placenta will be formed by the hormones. Okay, one vital hormone is progesterone. Okay, one vital hormone is progesterone. Okay, progesterone. This placenta will be also forming some important vital hormones. Such as, first of all, HCG. HCG, which is human chorionic gonadotropin. Gonadotropin hormone. The next is human placental lactogen. Human placental lactogen. Then progesterone is also formed. Okay, then progesterone is also formed. Okay, then progesterone is also formed. Then estrogen is also formed. Okay, then estrogen is also formed. Then see, actually, these are the hormones that are being secreted by the placenta. But other than this, also literally, okay, in order to increase all the metabolic rates, okay, see, all these hormones, not only all these hormones are generally secreted so that the metabolic rates will be. These hormones are those which are responsible for the controlling of metabolic activities. Okay, for the controlling of metabolic activities. Okay, if in case these hormones are secreted a lot, then the metabolic activities will be also stimulated. They will be also amplified. If in case these metabolic activities are suppressed, then that means that the essential hormones are not being secreted in the optimum amount. Okay, so during pregnancy the metabolism must increase. Okay, during pregnancy metabolism. Okay, metabolism must increase. So for that, very, very important hormone is going to be thyroid hormone. Thyroid hormone. Okay, thyroid hormone is very important. So this will be secreted. Okay, a lot. Then other than this, also some other general hormones are also being secreted, such as prolactin. Prolactin is also secreted, but prolactin is secreted in the posterior, anterior. Okay, in the anterior. Okay, in anterior pituitary. Okay, prolactin will be also secreted. Prolactin. See, this prolactin, and then this human placental lactogenous state, right? These two are actually preparing mother's body, okay, to lactation, okay, to lactation. These two hormones are preparing mother's body for lactation. And note this one point: human chorionic, okay, chorionic gonadotropin, okay, human chorionic gonadotropin and progesterone. I will write this right here. Okay, so human chorionic gonadotropin and progesterone. Okay, and progesterone. When during pregnancy time only, HCG will be produced. Okay, during pregnancy time only. In that time only, okay, HCG will be produced, and other than that, progesterone will be produced. Okay, when these two are produced, okay, they actually inhibit. What do they inhibit? They inhibit, okay, they actually inhibit the production of, okay, the production of luteinizing hormone and also FSH, follicular stimulating hormone. Okay, actually these two hormones are what responsible, okay, these two hormones are what responsible for the ovulation. That means if in case these two hormones are not there, okay, then that means ovulation will not be happening. If ovulation is happening, if ovulation is happening during the time of pregnancy, then automatically menstrual flow also should be happening. Okay, automatically menstrual flow should be also happening. If in case menstrual flow is happening, then the endometrial lining will be also going along with that blood flow itself. Okay, see, approximately 50 to 55 ml of menstrual flow. I'll say everything very clearly during menstrual cycle explanation, but just learn this. During menstrual flow, about 50 to 55 ml of blood is going out. Okay, in that time, okay, this blood will be having endometrial lining. Okay, endometrial lining, and our baby, that means not our baby, okay, the baby, okay, the baby which we are discussing, right, that baby will be, or that fetus, no, don't say baby, that fetus is actually implanted in the endometrial lining only. So during this, okay, if in case menstrual cycle is happening, then along with that endometrial lining, that fetus will be also coming out. Okay, the fetus will be also coming out. That's it. Okay, so other than this, one more point is there. Yeah, okay. One more, not only one more point, lots of points are there. Okay, lots of points are there. Actually, you can see that I said inner mast cells, na? I said inner mast cells, huh? First, even I explained inner mast cells. Here I said that this will be actually check here. Okay, so here I said that there will be inner mast cells. Here. Okay, and here at all there will be trophoblastic cells. Okay, here there will be trophoblastic cells. Okay, here where inner mast cells are there. Here is the place where inner mast cells will be there. Okay, so these inner mast cells, okay, So these inner mast cells will be actually having stem cells. Okay, stem cells. Okay, and these stem cells are those which are responsible for the formation of organs. Okay, these stem cells are those which are responsible for the formation of, okay, so for the formation of organs. Okay, so yeah, tissues and organs gives, okay, produces, okay, produces organs, comma, tissues. Now you just check here. Actually, the thing is, here I have to explain a lot. Okay, I have to explain a lot, like tropoplastic cells, everything is there. Okay, but already I have explained that in the part 1 itself. In part 1 even we have completed, since it is the very basic thing. Okay, it is the basics of everything. So that I have explained that in the beginning itself. So that now if I am explaining it again, it will be more likely a boring content only. When you are learning something for the first time, it will be very interesting. But when I am saying that one for the second time, now then it will be kind of a little bit less interesting. So that is why I am not saying. So please go and watch part 1. In part 1 I have explained everything. Okay, if in case of you are someone who hasn't seen part 1, then you might have doubt that what is the job of these things in part 1. Well, I usually connect everything together. Okay, come here. Okay, so come here. This is something where extra embryonic membranes. Okay, there are lots of extra embryonic membranes. For an example, we are totally 4 of them. Okay, so yolk sac. I will explain everything, what is their role, everything. But this handwriting I like. Okay, pretty much. So yolk sac. Then we are also having allantois. Okay. Then you are also having, is there something given? Then chorionic villi. Sorry, just chorion. Yeah. So just chorion. Then amnion. Yeah. Then amnion. Okay. So then amnion. So yolk sac, allantois, chorion, then amnion. Yeah. Wait a second. So first extra before that only one thing I have to say. Okay, see, these are tropoplastic cells. Okay, and they will be giving rise to a finger-like projection. This is looking like a trident, I get it. Okay, and these finger-like projections are none other than chorionic villi. Okay, chorionic villi, and these chorionic villi will be combined with uterus tissues. Okay, uterus tissues. Okay, and these will be giving you the placenta. Okay, this one will be giving you the placenta. Okay, and placenta will be actually the placenta. Okay, now after this, what will be happening is this will be evolved. Okay, this will be evolved into the fetus. Okay, you can see that here it is the fetus, but I cannot accept that this actually, you know something, in evolution I said you the relation between lots of species, right? Okay, everything will be looking in the first step. Okay, in the first step every embryo will be looking likely to be each other. For an example, the pig fetus and the human fetus, chick fetus, shark fetus, I have combined all those. Okay, I have combined all those, and then I said to you all during evolution explanation I have given you that, like that. Okay, so like that embryo. So like that you can see that, well, like this, just by looking this you cannot say that it is a human baby. Okay, just because, but in our NCERT they have given it as human fetus only. But in many cases the fetus, okay, the fetus will be looking alike. You cannot even find the difference between a few fetuses. Okay. So coming back to here itself, the placenta, okay, the placenta and then this human baby or this human fetus, I'm not supposed to say it as fetus, okay, I'm supposed to say it as, okay, sorry, I'm not supposed to say it as a baby, I'm supposed to say this as fetus, okay, so this fetus, okay, so see this placenta, and then this fetus, placenta, and then this fetus will be connected by a cord, okay, this is the cord which is known as umbilical cord, okay, umbilical cord. Okay, don't think the spelling is wrong. I know this is the correct spelling. Okay, and this umbilical cord is the thing that connects, and here it very mainly, it does is what it does is it does excretory role. Okay, and then this baby is immersed. Okay, this baby is immersed in a fluid called as, okay, in a fluid called as, amniotic fluid. Okay, actually this fluid is there, right? This fluid is the thing that actually represents that the evolution, okay, evolution is from the water. Okay, is from the water. Okay, that the evolution is actually from the water. Okay, and this will be having little bit of stem cells, it will be having, then also a little bit the diluted what is that, diluted cells of the fetus will be also having. Okay, so from this, okay, from this they can detect, okay, they can detect gender, okay, gender, but which is illegal, okay, which is illegal, okay, which is illegal. Now they can also detect genetic disorders. For that only mainly it is done. Okay, genetic disorders. Okay, genetic disorders. And also when a baby is in the when a fetus in the fetal form itself, if in case the parent is giving permission to the doctor to get stem cells of the baby, of the fetus, then that can be stored and that can be kept. Okay, that can be preserved. Then if in case in the future that particular grown baby wants that particular organ, for an example, that baby has got addicted to something and that baby has lost something. Okay, so because of now that baby wants that organ which that baby has lost. Okay, that grown fellow wants that thing, okay, wants the organ that the grown fellow has lost. Okay, for that doctors can use that stem cell in order to develop it into an organ, and that organ can be kept inside the fellow. Okay, inside the fellow. See, first in the very beginning, first we will be saying it as ovum when it is unfertilized. If it is fertilized, you can say it as fertilized egg. Okay, fertilized egg, and this will be forming you the embryo. Sorry, the zygote embryo. Zygote. Then it will be giving you the embryo. Okay. Then it will be giving you the fetus. Okay. Then when the fetus has got saturated and now it is just 24 hours old. Okay. From 1 hour to 24 hours old now. Then you are supposed to say it as infant. Then above than 24, okay, then above than 24, then you are supposed to say it as child. sorry, baby. Okay, then you are supposed to say it as baby. So the correct word is embryo or fetus. Feticide is the terminology that is used to kill fetus. Okay, now coming to those extra embryonic structures. Okay, extra embryonic membranes. Okay, so allantois, then the yolk sac, okay, then the chorion, okay, then the umbilical cord, no, not the umbilical cord, then the amnion. Okay, so allantois is there, right? This is the thing that is going to give rise to, this gives rise to, okay, allan thing, okay, gives rise to umbilical cord. Okay, and umbilical cord mainly does the job of excretion. Okay, I cannot focus, it's wetting. Allantois, yeah, allantois, yeah, excretion. Now next is yolk sac is there, right? Very very important and very very interesting. Okay, very very important and very very interesting. That is, it forms RBC. Okay, that means it gives blood also, you can write. Okay, it forms RBC or it gives blood. Actually, you just check this. When you are very very young, first yolk sac. Okay, first yolk sac is the thing that is going to give you the blood. Okay, so then after this, liver is the one that is going to give you blood. Okay, liver. Then after this only bone marrow. Okay, so next is chorion. What is chorion? Chorion is the thing that is going to give rise to chorionic villi. It has chorionic villi. Okay, so chorion, outermost layer. Yeah, so this is the outermost layer. See, amnion is also a layer. All these are layers only. Extra embryonic membrane are also layers. Okay, so this one is actually a layer which has amniotic fluid inside it. Fluid inside it. Okay, so which has amniotic fluid inside it. Okay, so now still one thing is there, but for that I have to off my phone. Okay, I will say that. Okay. Next is, see, this is a kind of common question that they can ask. Other than this, that means outside of this they won't ask. Okay, that much is not there. Okay, so licital. We are having alicital. Okay, so alicital we are having, then we are having homolicital, homolicital. Then we are having telolicital. Okay, so telolicital. I'm so sorry for the extra noise. Telolicital. Then we are having macrolicital. Macrolicital. Then at last but not the least is our microlicital. Okay. So coming to alicital, see first I'll start with macrolicital. What is macrolicital? Macrolicital means yolk. Okay, licital means yolk. Macro na large amount, micro na small amount. Okay, homo na evenly spread out. Okay, telo na in a particular place it is concentrated. A na no, not there. Okay, this is what it means. Okay, so coming to macro na, then large amount. What is large amount? Okay, large amount. Large amount. Here large amount indicates yolk. Okay, the yellow yolk. Here yellow yolk is present in large amount. Here it is present in small amount. Small amount. Okay, then alicital, then no yolk at all. No yolk. Okay, then homolicital in sense yolk is evenly spreaded. Evenly spreaded. Okay, all over. Telo na, then it is concentrated in a point. Then it is concentrated in a particular point. Okay. So macrolicital, as I said, that large amount. Just imagine for which toll we are having macrolicital. Before that I will check. Yeah. Reptiles. Okay, mainly for snakes. Okay, snakes now will be coming under reptile. Then also for birds. Here for birds. Okay, so reptiles, birds, then one second. Some species of fishes. Okay, so some species of fishes. Okay, I have some technical issues. Okay. So as I said that macro is for reptiles and then for birds. Then micro. Yeah, so for micro you can say amphibians. Amphibians. Okay, so amphibians, fishes and insects. Fishes and insects. Okay, so alicital, we humans. Humans. Okay, then coming to mesolithical, amphibian will be coming also here. Okay, mesolithical, where is meso? I have written meso. So meso I have not written. Meso na moderate amount. Here large amount. Okay, here small amount. Then here it is evenly spread everywhere. Then here in one place it is highly concentrated. But here next is moderate amount we are missing. Okay, so moderate amount, how will you write? That is what mesolithic. Okay, meso na middle, moderate, like that you can give it as. Okay, so mesolithical. Which is moderate amount. Okay, so moderate amount. So mesolithical in sense it will be moderate. Moderate. Okay, so for this one we can give the example as. Okay, so amphibians we can give. Amphibians. Okay. Well, if in case in the question they have given in since wait one second. I can erase from here. Yeah. Okay, I can erase it from here. Do you know why? Okay, this indicates the evolution. Okay, this indicates the evolution. This indicates the evolution. Why so? See, amphibians are actually a cross product or a center intermediate product between fishes and then reptiles. Okay, so you can also see that fishes are having very small amount of yolk and reptiles are having large amount of yolk. So the intermediate will be moderate amount will be so moderate. But if in case in question they have not given, okay, in question they have not given, then in that time please choose microlithical, because amphibians are more likely to be in water than in land. Okay, they love to be in water than in land. So that is why. So choose microlithical if mesolithical is not given. If in case mesolithical is given in the option, then you can choose mesolithical, or else you can choose microlithical. Okay, then human. Okay, next is alicital, we have completed. Homolicital, then telolicital, I have said. Okay, also there is centrolicital. Okay, centrolicital is also there. Centrolicital. Okay, which means yolk is exactly at the center. Okay, it is exactly at the center. Well, here it is not. Okay, here these three are not those which are indicating the amount. Okay, these three are not indicating the amount, but whereas these all are indicating the amount. Here nothing is there, here large amount is there, here very less amount is there, here moderate amount. Well, these three are not indicating the amount. Here these three are indicating the location. Okay, here yolk is present. Here it is everywhere. Here it is everywhere. Everywhere. Okay, here only one point. Here at center. Okay, at center only yolk is there. Okay, here it is in a very, in centrolicital and in telolicital it is in a particular point, and in homolicital it is in everywhere. Okay, then now we have entered into here. Okay, very important. Okay, so here it is fully based on hormones. Okay, now we will check about female hormones. Okay, so as I said that okay, so as I said that, see, this is what your posterior, okay, this is what your posterior lobe is going to be. Your posterior, okay, pituitary lobes. Here it is intermediate. Okay, so intermediate pituitary lobes. Okay, here it is anterior pituitary lobes. Okay, then here you are going to have infundibulum. Okay, here you are going to have hypothalamus. Okay, then you are going to have thalamus. Okay, above you are going to have thalamus. Okay, here actually this hypothalamus will be giving order to okay, see, here it will be giving order to anterior pituitary gland. Okay, anterior pituitary lobe, not gland. It is also gland. By GnRH. Okay, gonadotropin releasing hormone. In order to release, okay, it can release prolactin during the time of lactation. Okay, prolactin or during the time of pregnancy. Then other than pregnancy, it will be giving command to release LH and then FSH. Okay, LH and then FSH, and then here this posterior it will be giving command to release, okay, oxytocin. Okay, based on this reproduction alone I'm saying. Okay, but whereas this will be releasing 8 hormones. Okay, I can give you all those 8 hormones. This will be releasing 2 hormones. This will be releasing 1 hormone. Okay, I can give you all of them. Okay, but that is not recovered. Okay, that is not recovered. And also this oxytocin is not secreted by this posterior pituitary lobe. Here actually this oxytocin is there, right? Okay, actually this oxytocin is there, right? OXY oxytocin. See? Okay, this oxytocin is actually secreted by, okay, by hypothalamus, and it is just stored by the posterior pituitary gland. Okay, here it is just stored by the posterior pituitary lobe, not okay, we can say like that also. Now next, other than this, wait, I'll first mark. Okay, so other than this, what else I can give you? I can give you ovary. Okay, see, follicles. Okay, then next is follicles. Okay, follicles will be secreting. Okay. Oh God, I again have forgotten that name. Corpus luteum. Corpus luteum. The corpus luteum, then ovary. Okay, so all these will be secreting. Follicles will be secreting estrogen. Okay, corpus luteum will be secreting progesterone. Ovary will be secreting relaxin. Okay, so yeah, I've written as much as possible. Okay, so I've written as much as possible. Then other than this, any other thing is there? No. Okay, now we'll be going to its function. Already I said that GnRH function, I've said that the LH function, and then FSH function, as well as prolactin. If you don't know, then prolactin is something that is helping in the lactation. Lactation is the process of giving milk to the baby. Okay, and that one also we have just very clearly we have seen. Okay, then other than this, you have oxytocin. Oxytocin will be actually doing contraction. Okay, contraction. So contraction, it, okay, where at all do we need contraction? It acts on mesometrium, myometrium. Myometrium, na? Yeah, myometrium, not myometrium. That is myometrium. Okay, so myometrium it acts on, then also an alveoli. Mammary. Okay, see, I will show you. Here it will be active. Okay, so here it will be active. Mammary alveoles. Okay, alveoles. Mammary alveoli, it will be acting, so that it will be contracting. Here also this one acts on myometrium only. Myometrium. Okay, myometrium only. Progesterone will be acting on where? It will be helpful in endometrial development. Okay, so it is actually helpful in the endometrial development, and also it helps in the inhibition of, okay, FSH and then LH hormones. Okay, FSH and then LH hormones. then also in placental formation. Okay, so placental formation. By the way, the function of relaxant that is secreted by the ovary is actually to relax this myometrium. Okay, then estrogen will be also helpful. Okay, it is also helping in the endometrial development. Okay. Now we will be coming here. Okay, now we will be coming here. And also one more thing, in since this FSH and this LH is released by the pituitary, okay, pituitary gland, so it is known as, okay, pituitary lobe by GnRH. So we will be saying it as gonadotropin hormones. Okay, gonadotropin. So anterior pituitary hormones. Okay, anterior pituitary hormones. We will be calling it actually as pituitary hormones. Yeah, pituitary hormones. Okay, so these two are commonly called as pituitary hormones. Since it is released by pituitary, so it is called as pituitary hormones. Okay, pituitary hormones. Then after this, so LH and then FSH are what these are actually known as pituitary hormones, and these two help in the process of ovulation. Okay, these two help in the process of ovulation. Okay, here shall I write? Okay, why did I write the double O? Here also written double O. In the process of ovulation. Then see, okay, we will just discuss this. Okay, totally in the menstrual cycle you will be having 4 phases. Cycle 4 phases. First is menstrual phase. Okay, so yeah, I have to also give you some basic ideas of this. Okay, first we will discuss this. Okay, next is follicular phase. Then after this is ovulation, ovulatory phase. Then it is actually luteal phase. Okay, so before this I have to say, I give you some basic ideas. Okay, so which are okay, see, generally this menstrual cycle will be starting in the age of 13 to 15, and then will be ending in the age of 45 to 50 generally. Okay, for many people it will be stopping in that age. Okay, so the menopause, okay, sorry, this starting the first menstrual cycle is what known as, okay, menarche. Okay. The 45 to 50 it is known as menopause. Menopause. Okay, Then also one more thing, exactly in the 14th day, it is very sweaty and I'm not comfortable in hot temperatures. Okay, 14th day. I can switch on AC, but my sound will not be as audible as now it is. Okay, so 14th day only ovulation will be happening. What 14th day? You might be confused. See, from menstrual phase, that means the day, from the day where the blood, okay, the blood is flowing out of the vagina, from that day to 14th day, okay, in that exactly 14th day only ovulation will be happening. Oh, again I'm writing double O. Oh, there is double O for me. Okay. Okay, ovulation will be happening. Then also during pregnancy time, okay, during pregnancy time, there won't be this menstrual cycle, and also 6 months after pregnancy. 6 months after pregnancy, there won't be this menstrual cycle, and that is known as lactational amenorrhea. Okay, so lactational amenorrhea. Okay, so lactational amenorrhea. Then other than this, yeah, this menstrual cycle happens in primates. Okay, what are primates? Primates should be having flexible opposing hands. They should be having flexible and opposing hands. Okay, and they should be having nice developed brains. Then they should be mammals. Okay, they should be mammals. Okay, so here menstrual cycle. Okay, here menstrual cycle. First, menstrual phase. Okay, this will be generally happening for 3 to 5 days. Okay, but see, the days which we are giving is the average days. Okay, it doesn't mean that for someone whom you know, for them also these many days only will be happening. It's not fixed at all. For an example, for many people in their menarche time, about 15 days, menstrual phase will be happening. That means just the blood flow. Okay, okay. The phase. Okay, this is the phase. The phase where menstrual blood is bleeding out. And also when I was very not very young, okay, second, third, then I did not know what is menstruation. They were using some sort of word called as menstruation, and I was like, what is menstruation? And do you know what they said? They said that the waste blood from our body, okay, all the nitrogenous waste, all the blood, waste bloods, okay, was coming out. And I thought, and then I asked them, well, then why not for boys it is coming? Why only for girls menstrual cycle it is coming? I asked like that. I did not know anything, and they said that. And also some people treated it like also women. Yeah, that's it. But now I don't know. In that time I did not know that I will be taking seminar based on menstrual cycle. But if I have got a chance to time travel, and now I will be going there, then from there, then I will be teaching my younger version, then again I will be coming here. Okay. Okay, so 3 to 4, 5 days. Here is the time where blood will be going out, and the amount of blood is going to be 50 to 55 ml. Okay, so 50 to 55 ml. It will be weeping out. Then other than this, yeah, and also the blood is there, right? The blood, okay, the blood will be having endometrial lining only. Endometrial lining. See, each and every month that endometrial lining will be gone. This lining will be gone, okay? This lining you can see, right? This lining will not be there. Each and every month it will be degenerated. So it will be going out of the female body, and again newly it will be forming during the follicular phase. That's the lifespan, okay? That's the lifespan. Okay, so it will be having endometrial lining. This will be having endometrial lining. Metrial lining. Then the blood. Okay, then other than that, it will be also having, okay, it will be also having the secondary oocyte. Okay, we will just discuss some basic concepts. Okay, and then here I will be saying whether it will be high, which hormone will be high, which hormone will be less, how it is all happening, everything. Okay, then next is follicular phase, which will be happening generally for 6 to 7 days. Here it will be happening on 14th day. Okay, 14th day. Here it will be happening 14th or 13th day. Okay, 14th or 13th day, but for mainly for large amount of people it will be happening on 14th day. Okay, so it is what day. Okay, then luteal phase. Okay, then luteal phase. Okay, then luteal phase will be happening for 13 days, which is the largest, okay, which is the largest phase, okay, which is the largest phase. And luteal phase is also known as secretory phase. Secretory, okay. So secretory phase, okay. So secretory phase, which is a long, and also is known as post-ovulatory phase, okay, post-ovulatory phase. Okay, then these two are known as pre-ovulatory phase. Okay, these two are known as pre-ovulatory phase. Okay, so coming back to follicular phase itself, where this is the place, okay, this is the place where FSH will be secreted a lot. Okay, FSH will be secreted a lot, so that follicular development will be high. Okay, later we will see the development. See, here is the place where primary follicle will be converted into tertiary follicle. Okay, follicle, and it will be ready. Okay, it will be ready for the ovulation. And also this is the place where endometrial development will be there. Endometrial development will be also there. Then other than this, there is also proliferation phase. Okay, proliferation phase, that means healing, which is known as proliferation phase. Proliferation phase. Okay, so proliferation phase is the, which is healing. Okay, it will be healed from the wounds. Okay, now after that is ovulatory phase. Okay, so what is ovulatory phase? Ovulatory phase is where ovulation happens. Okay, ovulation happens. Okay, ovulation happens, and generally it will be only for one day. Okay, and this is the time where female will be very happy. Okay, not only for humans, for every primate this will be happening. So that primate, it can be also apes. Okay, that means apes will be there, humans will be there, some monkeys without tails. Okay, for them at all it will be there. So for them, they will be having the search to have they will be having the expectation to meet their own sexual desires. Okay, so then other than this, all hormones, okay, all hormones will be at their peak. And the endometrial development that is happening here is by the estrogen, and here also endometrial development will be there. Okay, endometrial development. Here development will be there. Then other than endometrial development, also there will be the uterus will be readying. Okay, uterus will be readying itself for pregnancy. This is the longest thing. Okay, so longest phase. Then other than this, I will come back to here even in your examination they can ask you this graph, because this graph is very very important. Okay, they can ask, so please read this graph and do not by heart it. Okay, so do not by heart it. So you can see that, okay, so you can see that totally I can classify this one. Okay, see, this is actually exactly this one. Okay, this one is what your menstrual phases, and from here to exactly here. Okay, exactly here I can say this is your follicular phase. Then from follicular phase to okay, this particular gap I've left right, that gap is what actually the ovulatory phases. Then from here to here, just it's going on from here to here. Okay, so it is going to be luteal phase. It's going to be the luteal phase. Yeah. So first, as I said, that we all know that these follicles, these are what follicles are, and this is what will be secreting the estrogen. Okay, this will be the thing, that will be this layer is what that is secreting the estrogen. Okay, so now this follicle will be ruptured. Okay, will be ruptured during the time of ovulation. Then this egg alone, the secondary oocyte will be alone coming out. Okay, the secondary oocyte will be alone coming out. Okay, so the secondary oocyte alone will be coming out, and in this ruptured follicle will be converted into corpus luteum. Will be converted into corpus luteum, and this corpus luteum will be producing progesterone, and in these will be producing estrogen. Okay, these will be producing estrogen. That is why when this is growing, also number of follicles will be high. Number of follicles will be also becoming big, right? Number of follicles will be also increasing. So that is why you can see that this estrogen level is also increasing, because each follicle cell is what secreting this estrogen. So if in case number of follicles is increased, then also this will be also increased. Yes, right? Then also you can see here, okay, you can see there that here till here there is no corpus luteum role. Okay, from here to here corpus luteum's role will not be there, but exactly from this stage, okay, from here corpus luteum also slowly increases. Okay, slowly increases till it actually degenerates. Okay, till it actually degenerates. It will not completely degenerate. It will just shrink. Okay, so that is why you can see that exactly here, the particular point where corpus luteum starts to form. Since this corpus luteum is the thing that is going to form you progesterone, so this is also increasing. This is also increasing. Okay, then other than this, okay, so other than this, you can see that, okay, see here, this is very important. This is also very, very important. This is the development of the egg. So from the primordial follicle, from the primary oocyte. Okay, this is the primary oocyte. It will be primary oocyte. Then primordial follicle. From there, okay, from that follicle, it just develops, and then here it is ovulation is happening. Okay, and for the development, as I said, that for the development you want both LH and then FSH hormones. Okay, so you are having both LH and then FSH hormones. For development, you are having both LH and then FSH hormones, and exactly in the time of ovulation, what it wants is, see, suddenly there should be a surge, sudden increase should be there in both, okay, LH and then in both FSH hormones. Because of this sudden increase only, there will be ovulation will be happening. If in case this increase is not there, then ovulation will not happen. If it's just slowly increasing, then nothing will be happening. There is a sudden increase, so that this, okay, there will be sudden increase, so that the energy, you cannot say energy, but okay, anyways, I can keep it like that. Okay, so that there will be a burst. Okay, there will be a burst in this tertiary follicle or in the Graafian follicle, and then this, okay, then this secondary oocyte will be coming out. Okay, and then this secondary oocyte will be coming out. Then see here, this is the endometrial lining. Okay, this is the endometrial development. During the menstrual phase, as I said, that all the endometrial lining will be going out. See, here it is blood. Okay, here it is all going out. Here it is all going out. Then also, see, here it is all increasing. Slowly it will be increasing. Why is it increasing? It is preparing for the next pregnancy. Okay, it is preparing for the next pregnancy. And also one thing that you have to note, that is, this menstrual cycle is something known as, okay, this blood is known as, the menstrual flow is coming right out. So that is known as weeping of uterus. Okay, weeping of uterus or crying of ova, or like that at all. They will be giving lots of metaphorical names. Okay, metaphorical names are kept because, see, actually the main purpose for all of this is for pregnancy. Okay, for pregnancy. But since for that month, that uterus has expected pregnancy, but that pregnancy has not occurred. Okay, that pregnancy wasn't there. Okay, so that, okay, the pregnancy did not happen. So because of that, the uterus is crying, and while crying, it loses its part. That is what the metaphorical thing you can keep it as. Okay, so I think I've said everything. Okay, so I think I've said everything as much as possible. Yeah, so still only one thing is there, that is the trimesters. Okay, that is the trimesters. With this part, I can actually complete everything. Okay, so with this part, I can actually complete everything. So actually, I thought of getting a table column, but I cannot get one. Okay, see, organogenesis. See, in the first week, okay, I can segregate it into first week and second week, then the third week, then the 4th week, then the 5th week, then the 6th week, okay, then the 7th week, okay, then the 12th week, okay, then the 24th week, then the 30th week. Okay, so in the first week, what will be happening? The first week, okay, very primarily, okay, two things will be happening. In the 4 to 5 days, okay, blastula will be formed. Blastula will be formed. Then from the 6th day to 9th day, implantation will be happening. Implantation. Okay. Then after, in the 2nd week, gastrula. In the 3rd week, spinal cord will be formed and brain. Then here there will be blood vessels will be formed. Then blood will be formed. Then heart will be formed. Okay. Then here you can actually wait. One second, I'll check whether everything is correct. Yeah, and also umbilical cord. Okay, umbilical cord. Okay, in the 5th week, there will be heartbeat. Heartbeat you can hear the heartbeat itself. Then other than heartbeat, also limbs will start to swell. Okay, limbs will start to swell. Okay, that means legs and hands. Okay, legs and hands, primary form. Okay, legs and hands will start. That means this is the place where they begin. Okay, then in the 6th week, you can see, yeah, eyes and ears will start to form. See, wherever I'm saying the word start, that means that is the point where they start. In the 6th week only they start. Okay, start to form. Here, okay, here, this is the place where eyes get their color. Okay, eyes get their color. Okay, so 7th week is the place where eyes get their color. Then also mouth will be formed. Mouth, then tongue. Okay, then also tongue will be formed. Then after that, in the 12th week, okay, then in the 12th week there will be a hair will be formed. Okay, hair, eyebrows, then nails. Okay, then nails. Then other than that, what else can we say? Nails, eyebrows, hair, everything will be formed. Yeah, that's it. Then here it will be eyelids will start to open. Eyelids will start to open. And here, okay, and in the 30th week it will be ready for birth. Okay, for parturition will be ready. Okay, so now we'll I have to see here spinal cord and brain is formed, right? For spinal cord and for brain, in order to these two work, see, these are the controlling units. Before any other organ is being formed, these should be formed. Then only it will be controlled. Other organs will be controlled. So that is why this is being formed first. Okay. Then after that, for these two work, they want nutritions. Yes, right. Everything wants nutrition. For nutritions, next heart, blood, everything is being formed. Okay. Then only heart will be pumping to give all the nutrition that is recovered. Okay. Then other than this, next primary is what? Hand, leg, everything is. Other than this, next primary are these. Okay, now other than this, see, everything is actually pretty basic things. Okay, you will be having eyes, then everything. See here, you can see that eyes, ears will be forming. First eye, ear, then only mouth, tongue will be forming. Okay, so after this, at last, where your eyebrows, that means complete development of your eye should happen. Then only eyelids will slowly open. If in case eyelids are not there, then how will they open? So slowly they will be opening. So this is the process and the order wise. Okay, and also I've given you the idea. Okay, so that's it for this lesson. We will be meeting in another amazing lesson. Till then, bye bye.